KISS is one of the most well-known and most respected stations in the country, and everybody, whether it's in Los Angeles or Seattle or Chicago, has heard about WXKS, KISS 108 in Boston.
There are a whole lot of other KISS wannabes who try to do what they've done, and in fact, if you look at all the radio concerts that occur in America, it's remarkable to think that KISS is really the one that they copied.
I see stations trying to copy KISS all the time. I mean, it's a no-brainer to go with a KISS promotion because they know they're going to get a result.
We love to be first. We love to invent things. You know, our ego is about winning, but it's also about being first. And, for example, we were the first radio station in Boston, maybe in the country, that had a big database club for its listeners. Our KISS Club is almost 7 years old at this point. Our website is becoming a place where listeners can connect with KISS. And so I think that what you can expect from KISS is we're going to continue to invent things, continue to be first, and continue to stay ahead of the pack.
I think the KISS brand is passion for excellence and doing things a little bigger and a little more spectacularly than what people would expect.
When I first started at KISS 108, there's a phrase I kept hearing. It has to be KISS-like, it has to be bigger than life, it has to be phenomenal.
Anything that they do, it just sets them apart from everybody else, and people look forward to those events every year.
We have a few things up our sleeves. Stay tuned.
In Boston, Gloria Estefan was just one of many acts at radio station KISS FM's fundraising spectacular.
KISS 108 is really a legend, not only in New England, but I think nationally, and I think they did some extraordinary things, one of which was to turn a concert, which was something that everybody does all the time, and we constantly do, into a major national event.
Basically, every project that we do, we raise the bar a little higher, and KISS Concert is a perfect example of that.
KISS Concert is pulled off by John Ivey, our program director, and our whole marketing team, and it's the legend of KISS 108.
Mariah Carey!
It started as a cool, small event.
A dapper young radio man named Ricardo Montalbalsbo came in with a cast and crew that included Lisa Radin, Arnie Ginsberg, Jake Carger, and a handful of others, and they came into my office and they said they wanted to throw a party like Boston has never seen before.
And we had 4 or 5 acts, and nobody had ever done anything like this.
It went from what is now Avalon to being at the Boston Garden, the old garden, and then we moved it out to Great Woods. And now it's outdoors, and it's much more like a festival, like an all-day event. It's all day, it's all night. It's not just a concert, it's an event.
KISS Concert is just an animal. You know, it's the 200-pound gorilla that Steve Rivers always talked about, because every year there's this challenge of how do we top the year before, or how do we make it a little bit different or better.
Somewhere around the 10th anniversary, it just blew into a super concert.
I think the combination of the theatrical flair that KISS 108 brought to it, with really started by Richie Balsman and Sonny Joe White, has been carried on through. So I think the production qualities of it have been terrific.
But it's the most respected radio concert in the business, and you know, artists want to do this show.
I'm so happy to be back. It's a great cause.
You know, every once in a while, you've got to give back, and this is our way of giving back tonight. I'm excited.
It's a private function for some very special friends of KISS, and boy, they really know how to do it up.
A stage full of music stars and a standing room only audience in Boston.
We are talking about one of the biggest parties of the year.
The show, a 17-year Boston tradition, raises money for children's health charities.
They're seeing 16 wonderful acts from all over.
Cher was at a high point as she made a rare live appearance for the Genesis Fund.
David Lee Roth to Whitney Houston were in Boston over the weekend to celebrate a radio station's birthday and to raise money for a good cause.
Heart's here, and, you know, they'll play, and then Whitney Houston will come out on stage, and that same audience will get as excited about Whitney Houston as they will about Heart.
How cool is that to have MTV and the E! Channel and Entertainment Tonight and Access Hollywood and all of the major networks and entertainment shows coming into Boston to cover our concert? We're just a little radio station in Medford. That's impressive to me.
I know that this year, for example, Melissa Etheridge said, I really want to be part of this. She was here 2 years ago. She loved being here. She was well treated. She loved the enthusiasm of the crowd, and she raised her hand and said, I'm in.
It's obviously full of some great musicians, which I am honored to be part of.
veterans like Rod Stewart and Elton John that really just don't do radio shows, you know, coming out and showing their support of KISS.
They invited me to come, and I've done this show before.
Last year when we came out for the big show for KISS, we had a very, very good response.
If we have 20 acts, 15 of them are currently on an international tour, and they're interrupting it to come to the KISS concert. That is clout.
First of all, it's a great day for the artists because the artists get to see so many other artists that day. I mean, most of these folks are out on tours doing their own thing. Rarely do they get to go to a show. They're busy doing their own shows. They come to the KISS concert and they get to see 15 or 20 acts. So generally, when it's time for them to be done, they stay. They hang out, they watch the rest of the show.
The fact of the matter is that over 20 years, over 400 artists, both superstar and new and developing as the superstars of the future, have performed right here in Boston for KISS 108.
KISS Concert 20.
Hey, it's KISS 108's 20th birthday, and we're counting down to the big one.
One of the reasons why these teams are so good is because they have a real passion for radio, they have a passion for artists, they have a passion for the music business, and they've really got a soul. Other radio stations may put together some really good management teams, but they don't have the heart and soul that KISS 108 has and does have today. Trust me on that one.
Great people have a tendency to attract other great people. Great stations have a tendency to attract great people. KISS 108 is just a pure example of what that is. And I think that's one of the reasons why you have so many people, the Jimmy DeCastros, the John Madisons, the Bev Tildens, the Janet Cargers.
We've surrounded ourselves with almost all the people that at one point in time were at KISS to be in our company. Have fun is one of my mantras on my 3x5 card. So I've never gone to Boston and had a bad time. Have you?